In space exploration, partnerships are everything. NASA and SpaceX have teamed up for years, sending astronauts to the ISS and launching vital satellites, but in early 2025, NASA publicly voiced concerns. Starship's development was too slow. This was no small issue. NASA's Artemis program depends on Starship to land astronauts on the moon. Any delay could jeopardize America's return to the lunar surface. NASA's comments weren't hostile, but they were a clear signal. Pick up the pace. Starship is the largest, most powerful rocket ever attempted, and building it is a monumental challenge. Early test flights brought both breakthroughs and setbacks, each failure costing precious time. With Artemis on a tight schedule, NASA needed assurance that SpaceX could deliver. The world was watching, and so was China, racing for the moon. NASA's public nudge was rare, showing just how high the stakes were. The entire Artemis mission architecture relies on SpaceX's Starship as the human landing system. For SpaceX, being called too slow was a direct challenge to their identity. Elon Musk, known for his aggressive timelines, took it personally. The pressure was on, not just for business, but for national prestige. All eyes turned to Boca Chica, Texas. Would SpaceX stumble or rise to the challenge? The space community held its breath. NASA's message was clear. We believe in you, but we need results, fast. SpaceX's next move would define the future of American spaceflight. The countdown to the next chapter had begun. The world waited to see if SpaceX could turn criticism into progress. The stakes, the moon, Mars, and the future of space leadership. NASA's nudge was more than a warning, it was a call to action. SpaceX had to answer, not with words, but with rockets. The race for the moon was officially on. SpaceX didn't argue, they acted. At Starbase, the pace exploded overnight. Production lines ran 24/7, engineers and welders working in shifts. Elon Musk's message, prove NASA wrong, and do it with results. The Starship V3 assembly accelerated, with new components appearing in days, not weeks. Multiple Starships were built in parallel, allowing rapid testing and iteration. If one failed, another was ready to fly. SpaceX poured resources into Starbase, hiring more staff and expanding operations. Engine production ramped up, and the launch pad was rebuilt stronger than before. The site became a hive of innovation and urgency. Every aspect of the Starship program was pushed to the limit. SpaceX wasn't just catching up, they were aiming to leap ahead. The message to NASA, we're serious, and we're moving faster than ever. Starship V3's rapid progress rebuilt confidence, not with promises, but with steel and fire. The slow pace of traditional aerospace was replaced by SpaceX's relentless speed. The world watched as SpaceX turned criticism into momentum. The next giant leap was taking shape on the Texas coast. SpaceX was back on the offensive. The space industry took notice. SpaceX was all in. Starship V3 is a leap, not a tweak. Its heart, the new Raptor 3 engines, simpler, cheaper, and more powerful. Designed for mass production, these engines make Starship scalable, more thrust, better efficiency. V3 can carry heavier payloads, from satellites to lunar cargo. The goal makes spaceflight routine and affordable. The rocket's structure is stronger and lighter thanks to new manufacturing techniques. Upgraded heat shield tiles stay put during re-entry, boosting reliability. Every change is about safety, reusability, and rapid turnaround. Starship V3 is built to launch, land, and fly again. Fast. Landing legs and refueling systems are optimized for quick reuse. The Vision rocket's as reliable as airliners. No more rebuilding after every flight. Starship V3 is the closest SpaceX has come to that dream. It's not for one mission, it's for hundreds. This is the machine that could change everything. To build the future, SpaceX needed a new kind of factory. Enter the Gigabay, a massive facility reimagining rocket production. Multiple Starships and super heavy boosters are built simultaneously, assembly line style, raw materials in, finished rockets out. The Gigabay is the engine for Musk's vision. A fleet of Starships, not just a handful. The factory's scale is staggering, reshaping Boca Chica's skyline. Launch infrastructure was overhauled too. The new water-cooled flame trench protects the pad and rocket, enabling rapid launches. The launch tower's chopstick arms now stack and will one day catch boosters, eliminating landing legs. High-capacity fueling lines speed up turnaround. Starbase is no longer a test site, it's a true spaceport. One bold idea, land Starship at sea. While Super Heavy will be caught by the tower, Starship needs a different solution. SpaceX's answer: floating ocean platforms. They've already mastered landing Falcon 9 boosters on drone ships over 200 times. Now, they're scaling up for Starship. Ocean landings offer safety, no risk to people or property. They allow flexible launch paths and reduce noise for coastal communities. Platforms converted from oil rigs or custom-built will be equipped with giant arms to catch Starship. Starships could be refueled at sea or ferried back for refurbishment. This floating spaceport concept could revolutionize global launch operations, launch and land from almost anywhere on Earth. The future: a mobile, responsive space network. Science fiction is becoming reality. SpaceX's core principle, reusability. Before SpaceX, rockets were single-use, wasteful, and expensive. Falcon 9 changed that, landing and reflying boosters, slashing costs. Starship aims higher, both stages fully and rapidly reusable. If achieved, launch costs could drop by a factor of 100 or more. Starship V3 embodies this vision: durable engines, robust steel, and no landing legs. Catching boosters and ships with arms makes the system lighter and more efficient. SpaceX is building a rocket airline, not just a rocket. Their willingness to risk, fail, and learn fast has made them industry leaders. The lessons of Falcon 9 are now supercharged in Starship V3. The reusability revolution is just getting started. Why does Starship V3 matter? Because it changes everything. It's not just a rocket, it's a gateway to a multi-planetary future. Starship is key to NASA's Artemis program, returning humans to the moon. It will enable a permanent lunar base and pave the way to Mars. Starship is the only rocket in development capable of building a city on Mars. On Earth, it could revolutionize travel, London to Sydney in under an hour. It could launch massive satellite networks, deliver global internet, and build solar power stations in space. The possibilities are limitless. Starship's low cost and high capacity will spark a new era of innovation. NASA's challenge ignited a pivotal moment in history. The towers rising in Texas are more than launch pads. They're gateways to the future. Starship V3 brings humanity's next giant leap within reach. The journey to the stars is no longer a dream. It's beginning now.